This study has enriched me, Sam. Ancient wisdom. We often dismiss it as outdated, but what if the solutions to our modern problems were actually written down over 2,000 years ago? I've been studying this fascinating text called Ecclesiasticus that reads like an ancient life coach wrote it.
That's quite a claim about ancient wisdom. What makes this particular text so special, Pappy?
Well, imagine finding a 2,200-year-old manuscript that perfectly describes things like social media drama and toxic friendships before they even existed. It was written by Jesus ben Sirach, a Jewish scribe in Jerusalem around 200 BC, and later translated by his grandson, kind of like this amazing multi generational wisdom project.
So you're telling me someone from that long ago could predict our modern social problems?
Not exactly predictable, but check this out. There's a quote that could have been written yesterday. Do not let your hand be stretched out to receive and close when it is time to give. It's basically calling out people who are always happy to take but never give back. Sound familiar?
Hmm, that's eerily relevant to some people I know. What other kinds of modern issues does it address?
There's this whole section about how careless speech can destroy relationships and reputations. It's like he foresaw Twitter drama 2 millennia early. But what really sets it apart is how it combines practical advice with more profound spiritual wisdom.
That's interesting. How does it balance those two aspects?
The text starts with this fundamental principle: the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But it's not about being scared, it's about having reverence for something greater than yourself. Then it builds on that foundation with super practical advice about everything from handling money to maintaining friendships.
Well, that's fascinating. How does it address the really tough stuff, the universal human struggles?
There's this potent section about suffering and discipline. It talks about how trials are tests of faith, and here's the key part, it doesn't just offer empty platitudes. It provides practical guidance on maintaining hope during tough times and on building resilience through community support.
You mentioned community. How does it approach relationships and social connections?
Oh man, this is where it gets terrific. There's this beautiful quote: forgive your neighbor the wrong he has done, and then your sins will be pardoned when you pray. It's suggesting that our own healing is directly connected to how we treat others, and there's detailed guidance about everything from lending money to friends to avoiding gossip.
That's quite profound for something written so long ago. How has it influenced different cultures over time?
Well, here's what's fascinating. It became this incredible bridge between Jewish wisdom and Hellenistic culture. It shows how faith and reason can coexist, a revolutionary idea for its time. The text even includes this impressive Hall of Fame section celebrating great leaders, but focusing on their character rather than just their achievements.
So, what's the most surprising thing you've learned from studying this text?
You know what really blows my mind? How the core human challenges haven't changed that much in 2,200 years. We might have smartphones now, but we're still struggling with the same fundamental issues: integrity, relationships, managing wealth responsibly, and dealing with suffering. The technology changes, but human nature, that stays pretty consistent.
That's quite a shift in perspective, from seeing ancient wisdom as outdated to viewing it as potentially more relevant than ever.
Exactly. And here's what I think is the most powerful takeaway. The text presents the pursuit of wisdom not as a boring academic exercise, but as something to celebrate and embrace. In our age of quick fixes and instant gratification, maybe that's precisely the message we need to hear.
That really makes you think about how we might be overlooking some profound solutions to modern problems just because they're old, pappy, like Sam.
And that's precisely why this text has endured for over 2 millennia, Sam. It speaks to something fundamental about the human experience. Sometimes the oldest wisdom really is the best wisdom, especially when it comes to understanding ourselves and our relationships with others.